Peace. What's going on? What's going on? It's Red back at it again. So, real quick, one thing I wanted to discuss today is to not tell anyone, not even your mom, not even your best friends, about your plans. And the reason why that I say this, there are many reasons why, but the first thing that you have to really think about is, first and foremost, if you're watching this channel, if you're on this channel, you already know that you're a spiritual being. You're not a physical entity. So now that you understand that, the thing that you need to do is that you need to live life spiritually. So what do I mean by living life spiritually? You can't assess reality the way that you've been assessing it previously. You're getting back into your true mind. You're getting back into your divine mind. You're getting back into your spiritual mind. So everything operates on a spiritual frequency. Everything operates on a frequency that you can't see with your physical eyes and that you can't understand with your physical senses, but you can sense them beyond your physical senses. So the first reason why I say not to tell anyone about your future plans, and this isn't really just about things that you want to do, but this could be, let's say, for example, you're planning on, or you're starting a brand new relationship, you're planning on starting a new business, whatever the case may be. The reason why I say to keep others out of it until you've already started it, until you're already in progress, or until you've already finished what you're doing. The reason why I say this is mainly because outside energy is a thing. Thought forms are a thing. You have to understand how thought forms work. So what are thought forms? Thought forms are things that run based off of your thoughts, entities that are created based off of your thoughts, your emotions, and your preconceived notions and beliefs. And everybody has these. These are unavoidable. So you as a spiritual being doing spiritual work, you have to count on yourself the most to have the most positive and positively influencing thoughts and thought forms. This is something that you need to work on a daily basis. So if you ever get the Hidden Power book and you understand how to control your subconscious mind, you're going to understand how to positively influence your reality. So get that Hidden Power book just so you can get a real notion of what it really means to control reality, because everything flows out of your subconscious mind. So while your friends and your family might support you consciously, because that's what they're supposed to do, you shouldn't really be surrounding yourself with negative people first and foremost. So now that you've got that out the way, you might have people that actually care about you, and that's good. But the thing is that you need to keep in mind is that these people may not be doing the same spiritual work that you're doing. So that also means that you need to protect whatever it is that you plan for the future. You need to protect it with as much spiritual protection as you possibly can. And that also involves not presumptuously speaking before something is done. You have to think like a spiritual being, meaning that you have to bring that reality that you intend into the now. So focus on whatever it is you're trying to do, whatever it is you're trying to create in your life, in your reality, and just go into it. You don't have to announce it. Announcing it, the reason why you want to announce it is because you want the benefit, you want the positive feeling of someone else supporting you. And they might consciously say, yeah, go for it. I support you whenever you do, and whichever way that they say it. But subconsciously, they might think that they're not doing enough. And that's still a negative thought form. They might have a preconceived belief that, let's say you're starting a business. They might have a preconceived belief that businesses don't work. They fail in the long run. And they might not even outwardly be saying that to you, but their energy could be against you. And you might not know it. And this is why I say it could be your friends or your family, because you have to assess where they are in life. You have to assess, has their relationships with whoever they've been with romantically, has their friendships worked out, has their endeavors in business or money worked out, whatever the case may be. And even if they're flourishing in those areas, they might have one small thing that you don't know, that you might not be able to see yet, but that might come up one day that you might be like, oh, I understand. And if you're close to them, you're definitely going to know. So this is why I say keep it to yourself. And once you keep it to yourself, you're going to understand, once everything is said and done, once everything is already manifested and created, you're going to understand just how much influence that you have over your own reality when you keep it to yourself. Now, I will say that there are people that can announce whatever they want to announce and be unaffected. It's entirely possible. You see this all the time. But What I will say is that you won't see the most creative people announcing every little possible plan that they have. And like I said, the reason for this is because they're doers. They're not talkers. You want to become a doer. You want to become more than just a thinker. You want to become a knower. And when somebody knows and they're constantly doing everything that they plan to do, they don't have to announce to people. Their work is evident in and of themselves. It speaks volumes. Everything that they do in life is coming from their heart. So they don't need outside validation. So you have to check yourself. You have to ask yourself, why do I want to announce these things? Why do I want to tell somebody? And when you really confront yourself as to what you're trying to get out of that, even if it's the smallest notion of validation, now you're knowing that it's coming from the ego. So when you just focus on it and be like, you know what, I'm just going to focus on this. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. Then that really frees up a lot of spiritual energy for you to put only positivity into it. You don't want other people co-creating a reality with you. I think that's something that we all can understand as like, okay, whatever we intend to do, we want it to be most of us. We don't want any outside influence. If you were building a house and you knew that there's a possibility that whoever you're building it with might slightly mess it up, would you want to take that possibility? No, because you want to make sure that everything that you're going to put into building that house comes out as best as it possibly can. You're going to have the best people for the job. And so in this instance, whatever instance it might be, the best person for the job is always your soul, is always your spiritual energy, your own positive spiritual energy. So you need to take whatever that is and hold it dear to you. And once you start applying this, I promise that you will see big changes in your life. You will see big changes in everything that you intend to do. And a part of announcing it, when you announce things, it actually loses its spiritual energy, because you're telling yourself, you're carrying what you intend to do through words. And like I said, this is all about action. So you want to act like it's already done in your mind and step into it through reality. So that involves a lot of action. That involves a lot of honesty with yourself. That involves essentially doing what you truly intend to do. And that's hard, because a lot of people, we really seek the validation, but we are not all into what we're trying to do. So that's the number one thing. You want to let go of other people's validation from it. And you want to really only keep this within yourself. This is an individual thing. Everything you do is an individual thing. Everybody's reflecting what you're giving out. So you want to give out pure intention. You want to give out pure focus, confidence. And the best way that you can do that is if you hold it within and you truly focus on it and bring it outwards. So that's pretty much all I had to say. Keep whatever you intend to do to yourself. And once it's already done, then you can share it. I hope you found this helpful. Peace.